Hello everyone, Kim McIntyre here at Mawai, offering some clearing for our past. And yes, we all have a different past, and we all attach to the past differently. Are you ready to try something new? Are you ready to release the attachments to your past so that you can hold the highest vision for your life? Are you ready to possess the ability to move past any hurdles? Past, present, or future. And as we know, bad things happen. An F on the report card, a car crash, the trauma of learning how to drive a car, broken bones, spilt milk, right? How many of us has cried over spilt milk? Falling down, the disappointment, and head injuries, concussions. Bad things happen. So today we're going to work on releasing the attachments to the bad things that happened to us in our past, or that we chose to allow to happen, or that we made happen, depending on what the situation is, right? For instance, a story just came to mind. Driving to work one morning, I had driven that road for 2 years. Right? I know where the stop sign is. I'm aware of that stop sign. Every single day I stop at that stop sign. But that morning I was so thinking about other things that I blew right through that stop sign. Now, gratefully, I live in a small town, so there wasn't anybody at the stop sign coming through, right? But imagine if I was in a big city and I blew through a red light and hit somebody, hit a pedestrian, hit another car, or another car hit me because of my fault. And now all of a sudden, every time I drive through that stoplight, now I'm stressing out because of a mistake that I made in the past. Now what does that stress do for me in the future, in the present? Well, it causes my heart rate to rise, it causes me to sweat, causes me to clench my teeth, causes me to make decisions that might not be the most efficient or best decision in that moment. As far as eyesight, it might compress your eyesight so you can't see as much of what's going around you. It might change your hearing, so you might not hear somebody honking at you. You might not hear a siren coming. Stress changes our digestion, changes our hormones, massive release of cortisol. And so if you never come out of that stress, cortisol is always flowing, all of a sudden now we're having weight loss issues, we're having emotional outbursts constantly, uncontrolled crying, uncontrolled anger. All of these things build up and build up and build up because of our attachment to a previous incident in our life. No matter how big or how small, everybody holds on to these things differently. Some of us hold on to more information about the incident, others hold on to not as much. But if we don't learn to release, those incidents get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden, instead of just cleaning up spilled milk, we are literally crying or raging over spilled milk. Okay. So today we're going to be looking at 4-point technique in tapping. Now the great thing about 4-point technique is that although we're not tapping, we're still manipulating meridians in the body. And meridians are these energy pathways that the Chinese discovered way back in the day and have been proven to actually exist. And even if it hasn't been proven, something sticking around for 2,000 years, there's got to be something working to it, right? Even without the proof, right? The proof is in the pudding. If you get benefits, awesome. And a lot of people are getting benefits. A lot of people get benefits from tapping. And so today we're going to be working on 4-point technique. A little spot between thumb and index finger, spot between your eyebrows, spot on the top of your ear, pushing your ear up to the top of the head or to the side of the head, and then rubbing on the shins, right below the knee lateral border, outside border of the knees. And it's literally, the tapping part is literally that easy. Where it gets hard is facing the incident again. And to face the incident, we're going to close our eyes if you feel comfortable, and we're going to visualize that incident. We're going to hear the incident. We are going to maybe taste the incident. There might have been blood from our car accident because you bit your tongue. You lost a tooth. You might hear the crying screams, the screeching tires, the painful screams, right? The breaking glass. I know I've done that. Broke a windshield with my forehead, and then proceeded to drop my cup of my drink. Let's see, the smells of burning tires, screeching tires, the feel of the window hitting your forehead, the feel of the seatbelt across your chest, pulling in tight, the feel of the jarring action. Okay, all of these things can be ingrained in this unconscious self, which in turn can make us stress out if we get into a car in the future, if we see a car, if we see a specific color that was related to it, if we hear the song that was playing on your radio, or maybe even the radio in the car that hit you, or you hit. And so that song comes on the radio, and all of a sudden I got a sore belly and my head hurts. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know. Well, that song is now imprinted in your subconscious self, making you grip that steering wheel harder, making you brace for impact, making you clench your teeth even though you don't know what's going on. Sucks, right? How nice would it be to release that from your life so that you don't have to deal with it any longer? That'd be pretty nice, right? Let's see here. There we are. So, what you're going to do is take note of how you feel right now. And you might be pretty riled up because of all this talk about car accidents. Let's see here. Even a simple cartoon picture of a car accident might rile you up. Excuse me. So, check in. And if you're riled, that's okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being pretty tense, 1 being not so tense, take note of where you're at. Very interesting to know if you heard the chainsaw in the background. Interesting, I got a little scratch in my throat all of a sudden. Has anybody watching had a car accident where they suffered a whiplash, concussion, head injury, broken bones? Hey, let me know. Let me know how this affects you also. And it doesn't mean we have to work on a car crash. Anything from your past, I'm going to ask you now. Think about something from your past that you feel attached to. A negative incident, a bad accident, whatever, that for some reason you just can't get past. And now notice how your body feels. It may change. The number may stay the same. But write down that number again. Now the first point that we're going to work on is large intestine 4. That's this soft spot right here between the index finger and the thumb. And I do not want you digging in there with your thumb. You're just going to rub very gently. You're just stimulating the area around it. If you feel comfortable, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to go back to that moment in time. And I want you to notice everything about it. Sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and focus on an incident. I'm going to turn on some drums here, and I'm going to give you a few minutes. You may notice that incident changing. You might notice it disappearing. Whatever happens is wonderful. Stay with it for 2 minutes. Okay. Notice if you feel different, for one thing. Does your number change? It might go up, it might go down, because when we have you look at an old incident, it might bring up new memory, or old memories, old emotions, old traumas, okay? Old aches and pains. That's okay. Don't panic. It will change, I promise you. Did you notice your picture changing? Did you notice if it was hard to see the picture? Okay, you know it's in there, but man, I just can't find it. All of these possibilities are perfect, however you see it. Okay, now we're going to rub between your eyebrows, side to side. And again, you're going to go back to the picture, the moment in time, whatever it was. It might seem different this time, it might seem clearer, it might seem brighter, you might see more detail. Whatever it is, you go with it, and you stay with it until that picture changes, or you notice a difference. I'll see you in 2 minutes. Okay. Again, check in. How do you feel different? Personally, I don't have a scratch in my throat anymore. I have some tingling in the back of my head. My heart, my chest feels more open. All right, moving on to the next point. Finger in the top of your ear and press the top of your ear to your head. I'm going to move my shades a bit here. Very good. And then again, you're going to go back to this same vision. If you go back to that same vision and it's completely different and it still feels like it needs something to work on, hey, run with it, okay? Run wild. Your body's only going to let go of as much as it can safely. So you might revisit this tomorrow for the same incident that you started with, or it may have disappeared completely. Whatever it is good. Finger in the top of your ear, close your eyes, find your vision. Very nice. And again, check in. Notice how you feel. Is your number going down? Are you more relaxed? Is your mouth less dry? Are you breathing easier? Are you breathing down into your abdomen? Does your skin feel softer for whatever reason? Do you actually feel a breeze on your skin or air on your skin, right? That might be a new sensation, okay? It is for me. I'm just noticing, wow, I've never actually felt the air on my skin after one of these sessions. I've felt it before. It's really cool, but it's like, wow, I'm really feeling that right now. I feel different in my fingers. So, very nice job. Now I know you're not watching this live, but I guarantee you, if you follow along with this, no matter when, anytime in the future, you will receive the benefits. Okay, last spot we're going to work with is the shin spot. On the outside of the knee, up and down on the shin. Go back to your vision you'd like to release, your attachment to, so that you can rock and roll while you're driving again without stressing out. And I'll see you in a couple minutes. Very good. Now you may find, as you go through this, each time it gets harder and harder and harder to see it. Okay? Or it might go the other way. It might get easier and easier to see it. You might see much more detail. Okay? If you experience that, you can see all the detail in the world. Make sure your emotional attachment to it isn't one of panic or one of negativity. Okay? We're not erasing the accidents or the injuries or anything from your mind. They still happened. You still have an opportunity to gain knowledge from the incident, from the accident, from the mistake. Where was I? What was I doing? Was I present in the moment? Was it my fault? Okay? A lot of times we are pointing fingers, okay? Including to ourselves. Oh, I made such a horrible mistake. Or, oh, you did this to me. You can't be carrying that weight with you. Trust me. It bounds you down, makes you miserable, makes you heavy, hurts things. I think that's all I have today. So, on that note, we pulled up a couple cards to support us. We had the Condor. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. And you can use this 4-point technique for what's coming up in the future also. We may have anxieties, we may have fears, we might not know what to do. Maybe we don't know what to do because we're holding on to anxieties or fears. You can use this 4-point technique to envision all the crap that you think is going to go wrong until it goes away. And then our unicorn card. Try something new. You'll only know that you can do something if you try. So try tapping. The great thing about tapping is the only way you can do it wrong is by not doing it. You know what? We're going to do one more thing here. We're going to tap through some positive affirmations from the tapping. So if you'd like to, follow along with me. All this tapping work is on my website, www.kimmcintyre.com. Download it, keep it forever, teach it to everybody. So follow along with me. I'm a magnet, attracting with my thoughts and feelings. I am clear and precise about what I want. I focus as often as I can on what I want. I feel the feelings of having it now. I visualize what I want every day using all 5 senses. I don't get caught up in how it's going to happen. That's not my job. I continue to speak, act, and think only of what I want. I quickly pivot away from thoughts of what I don't want. I have faith in my powerful ability to attract what I do want, so I'm certain I'll receive everything I need and desire. Gratitude is a powerful force, so I look for things to be grateful for. I love and appreciate myself and those who love me every single day. I look for people and things that make me feel good and bring me joy. I feel gratitude for all my talents, opportunities, and freedoms. I know that I'm powerful, magnificent, worthy, deserving, and perfect just as I am. Therefore, I have the confidence to follow my own heart. I have learned to be present because I know that all my power is in its moment of now. I control my thoughts, which control my emotions, and in that way I control my life. I give to myself and fill myself up with love until I'm overflowing. I have fun, I laugh, I play, I love, and I say yes to life. I have fun, I laugh, I play, I love, and I say yes to life. So be it, and so it is. I thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful session. If you have a multitude of wonderful sessions, clearing out all of your past, all your negative attachments to your past, so you can have a